Yeah, his is more sensitive for sure. Look at that. Much more sensitive. Okay. Gee whiz, maybe I should put back the 828
Here's Rock with
and see
his
what kind of
428.
result we're going to get.
Here's
I'm still picking
Lance.
up the blue sky somehow. I don't have. I wonder if Lance got a filter on his. I don't know if he uses filters or not. I don't. I don't have any filters. I just got to wait till the blue sky goes away.
No, don't have any filters, Jack. I found thanks to Mike Bird from Kingston. He was up in Ottawa and he stopped at Focus Scientific there and he
Yeah, we
found
just got to wait for
they had a used Speco monitor.
No filters, okay.
So he has one, but he told me about it, so I picked it up.
Just got to wait for
Man,
the
I wish
blue
you guys
sky to
could
go
see
away.
I wish you guys could see the view on that Speco. It's even better on there. Yeah, they are nice.
Yeah, Rusty, you got all three of them in, on a small laptop. You really got to cramp the images there. I still got to wait for the sky to turn black or darker because we're still picking up blue sky. It's better. I'm still at 18 seconds exposure here. He's doing well. Lance is doing very well. I just wanted to try the 428 compared to what we did last night. I think the 428, the 828 that is, will give a darker background, obviously. It's an improved sensor over the 428. There's no question about it. And it also shows a sharper image. But I still like the good old 428, so I wanted to try that.
Hard time with the color, guys. What you're seeing on there, are you
is
getting
quite
a bit of a
interesting.
green
This is a lot
tinge
of
to the
fun.
stars? Okay. Yeah, Rock was, okay.
Still don't have enough dark background.
Still haven't
We're
quite
still
got that
seeing
mastered
blue.
there. Rock was giving some instructions on that.
Interesting, to say the least. There's one thing I'm going to try is to put.
Tried doing the
Here, let me try this
AWC
for a
setting
moment.
it tonight before
We
I
are
started
going
with the
to
camera
activate the
pointed
AGC
at the bright monitor screen. I think it's
and
better
increase
than it
that
was
to
the other night when I used it.
number
but
3.
It's
Just
still,
like
yeah, it's
Lance
still
has
got that
his.
green tinge.
I've got my AGC turned off, so I'm going to turn the AGC on. Just give me a couple of minutes here to for the camera to go back online, and I think he did, Jack. Yes, I can't remember if he's got the very latest, but he did get it. That's correct, Jack. That's what we're going to see. That's why I decided I'm going to put the AGC to number 3. See, I keep my AGC off, turned off, so I just turned it back on at 3. Last night I was using the Exterminator 2 with AGC off. I just wanted A-B, like compare both from last night to tonight on the same target and see the result I would be getting. Hey, good day, Simon. Nice to see you here. If you go look on the other broadcast, Simon,
Yeah,
Dr. Lance
yeah, Doug,
McIntosh is broadcasting
I'll try
5 miles
upping
away
the
from
exposure
here, from his observatory, and we're doing the same targets basically. He's got the 828 sensor, and I've got the 428 sensor, which is similar to what you've got, Simon, except yours is black and white, mine is color. So I decided to change
So
the camera and
I was
test
at
out
20
what,
seconds,
test it out
so
and
we'll
see
go to
what
30 this time.
kind of result it's gonna give us. So now we're gonna go with an exposure of 18 seconds with the AGC set at 3, Jack. A 428. Yours a 428, I believe, Simon. Yours the 428 for sure, or the 828 maybe. I can't remember, but it's a X view had. Okay, Jack, if you see the difference here, this is AGC3, and we certainly see quite a lot more with the AGC. The AGC does wonders to the sensitivity of the camera. But here's the thing, though, we're still picking up blue sky. It's not completely dark yet. So it's not a good way to compare yet, because we got to wait for total
30
darkness.
seconds there, so yeah, a little I don't know, I'm seeing a little more noise there.
This is what
at the
we
top.
got to do.
Light pollution, but a
Let
little
me
more
try the
detail on the
gamma here.
galaxies.
We're going to change the gamma. That's the beauty of video cameras. There are
I think
so
you
many
can see the
parameters
third
and
galaxy there
adjustment
now, just to
do
the upper left.
to adapt to any type of situation, basically.
I think that's NGC
Okay, he did not do his.
3803.
I told him last night, Jack, to go the. Hang on, let me. I wish I could go talk to him there. He's going to have to do the. Yeah, he is. No, he doesn't have the latest one here. You could tell right away. But what he needs to do, Jack, is to go to the white balance and go manual. I told him last night what to do, and put the blue at number 6, put the red at number 6. So Jack, if you could go over there and tell him that, that would be great. He would be able to lower that quite a lot.
On my preview screen here through the software, I've got a nice black background.
Yeah, we're definitely picking
and,
up blue sky here, so this is not too good.
I don't see that green that I see along the top here, or the lighter background, but now Rock was explaining to me that some of that is due to the internet
it's not 100% dark
upload,
yet.
I believe. So
this is why the background is blue. We're still picking up blue sky.
right now, Jack, I'm on ATW. I'm not on manual.
But mind you, I think yesterday we had better views than that with the 828 sensor.
Saturation here, I'll try that. Sure.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on that here. Hopefully that the blue sky is gonna go away soon, and we're gonna get a darker sky so we can go a little deeper. But I think from what I'm seeing here so far, it would seem that we certainly did get more sensitivity yesterday, and not just by a bit, by quite a lot.
Increasing, so what I did there when I went to manual, I really got all sorts of blue.
A lot more. I would even.
So then I went to the video settings in the Mellencamp software. I lowered the saturation right down
I'm
to
at 20
6
seconds now. I went from 18 to 20
so that
seconds.
got rid of a lot of the blue.
And AGC's at 3.
There, I'm just
Yesterday the AGC was turned off, and average was 15 to 18,
and then I just
20 seconds a couple of times,
playing
but
with
we
the
didn't
brightness a
require
little bit
that.
here just to bring
18 was my
them out.
magic spot, and so yep, definitely. Not until we can get a clear sky.
3803 there now.
I mean a dark sky.
Here, and we can see that.
Gee whiz, maybe I should put the other camera on there, Jack. What do you
3806.
think?
4 of them in there now.
I may not be completely focused,
Jack, that's
but
6 on red and blue.
yes, he's got to bring the saturation down. I told him that yesterday. When he was over here, I was explaining to him at the same
Great,
time
thanks.
as I was doing it what to do. So the red and blue's got to be at about 6. And the saturation's got to go all the way down. But I don't know which software he's using, though, Jack. Is he using the Milo Slick, or is he using the Malacom Exterminator Control?
Just checking.
Stefan's
just checking
software.
rocks
I
there.
need to know
You can
that.
see the
And,
difference in the image
I don't know
scale
which
with
one.
the,
I think he's using the Milo
larger
Slick,
scope
and
there.
I
He's
don't know
even got a
those
tighter
numbers.
field of view.
Like saturation at 6, if it equals
Yeah, Stefan's
the
software.
same as mine, which I'm using Stefan software. For an example, saturation on Stefan software is at 21.
That pretty much
The
takes care of
default's
the green
32, and
tinge.
this one's at
Looks
21. So
pretty good
I
now.
don't know what he has. Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Jack. We still got, yeah, we still got blue sky, so that's just going to be hard to get rid of. Hang on a sec. Okay, I just switched the white balance right now to auto, and this is the manual. The manual is still picking up the blue sky. Turned up the red a little bit there, and that's not right. Yep, I think we're getting much better result with the Exterminator 2. All right. There's no question about it. Yeah, I think we were getting the better result with the 828, the Exterminator 2. We still got blue sky though, so it's not 100% dark. Nonetheless, at this time yesterday, we're getting much better result, I think. Another test, Jack, would be to go to M65, I believe it is, and that would certainly show us the difference. That's a good test to do. Last night we had the 828 sensor. Tonight is the 428. And I have to admit, it's I think the 828 did perform better. What do you think there, Jack? I think we had a lot more sensitivity with the 828, did we? Not just by a bit, by quite a lot, in fact. Yes, Teresa, thank you for confirming this. Certainly can rely on your keen eye, on your eyesight better than mine. My nose is stuck directly on the computer monitor right now. That's the beauty of it. When your vision's starting to go, you just increase the brightness on the monitor.
Just try upping the
or just look at it closer
just to see how far we can push it here.
Yeah, I do have the PGC galaxies right in there. I could see that. Magnitude 16.8, but I think yesterday with the 828, it showed a lot more. First of all, I didn't have to have the AGC on the camera. It was turned off. Now it's on at 3 to get a little bit more gain. And instead of 18 seconds or 15 seconds like I was doing yesterday, I'm doing 20 seconds right now. So I'm very tempted to stop the camera, switch camera, and go to the 828, and we should be able to see quite the difference.
That's the first integration there at 40 seconds. Take care, Doug. Good to hear from you. Okay. I think that 828, just the increased sensitivity, really helps on these faint galaxies. I'm going to pan over to the right and see if I can see that 3790 that's there. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Thanks. I don't even have that. I don't even have that PGC listed on my program here, Sky Safari, Jack. Is that it there, Jack? Okay. 3790 might just be off the right edge of the field there. I'm just going to pan over a little more. Here and start it again. See if we get it here now. There it is. Wow, neat view. Great. Right now I've got basically saturation at 0. Yep, I've got the contrast a little higher. Well, the contrast I've got about 57, which was what Rock was recommending, around 55 to 65. Brightness, sort of some of that glow. So, That one, Jack? I've got that on Sky Safari listed as NGC 3803. So yeah, so six galaxies with that one. Brightness there at about 114. Just barely see the I can just barely see the PGC one there.
Okay, we are back, I hope. The computer crashed severely, and I took the opportunity to switch camera. I haven't had a crash like this since last year when water got into the computer, and boy, did it ever jammed. But anyways, I'd like to apologize for that, and we switched cameras at the same time. So, clearly this is better. This is a 2-second shot, and we could actually see.
I'm back to 30 seconds here, so I'm just going to go up to about 40 and see if it brings out a little more detail.
Just a sec. I'm going to boot up the software for it. Just bear with me for a moment, folks. I'm turning everything back on here because I suffered a really, really bad crash. This is not good. Okay, there we go. Just bear with me for a moment. All right, okay, this is 2-second shot, and I've got the AGC at 3 this time. So, this is a 2-second shot, and I think we're going to have fun. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. 6, huh? All right. Just hang on. You just hang on here. We're going to go to 15 seconds.
There's 40 seconds there.
Yeah, the challenge. Okay. All right, here we go. This is a 2-second shot right now with the Exterminator 2. It's got the latest update to it. I'm going to have a word with Lance here. All right, there we go. Teresa, you're right. Yes. Okay, hang on. I got vignetting in there and a little bit of amp glow. This is a slightly different alteration on this thing here, and I've got the... I don't like having the AGC on. Hang on a sec. Let me go back and change that.
Thanks, Jack.
Bear with me here for
Thanks for the
I
help.
know what's going on. Hang on. Just let me adjust everything the way we need to. Okay, bear with me here for a moment. I know exactly what's going on. All right. Okay.
The dog door? I can't, no.
Okay.
I'm not sure, Jack, what that is.
I really don't like this vignetting thing. There's a bend in my optical train at the back with the fieldy rotator, and especially that a low-cost electric focuser. Oh, just a sec. Okay. Yeah, we do have a little bit of, quite a lot of vignetting actually at the bottom. Okay. I got the saturation down about 21. Trying to get it there. Hang on.
Tracking's going a little, last couple integrations here hasn't been 100%.
Oh yeah, well of course, the field of view, it's not the same scope. My focal length is 4064, and his is a lot less than that, so it is obvious that the field of view won't be the same. It's not the same scope. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have the same field of view, so I think I do a sixth one at the lower left here, but anyways.
Or the integration a bit and just start a new one here. Move
Okay,
that,
just bear with me
move it
here
over to
for
the
a
right
moment.
there a little more, just to, that galaxy had went off the edge there. Just
Well,
about
it's
30
obvious that this
seconds.
camera is a
I'm
lot
just
more
going to go ahead and have a look
sensitive.
at the sky, because I just looked at
A heck
Ross
of a
and
lot
it
more.
looks a little like that too. Maybe it's the
Hang on, I
conditions.
gotta put a credential here. MX, what the heck is this? Hang on, I made a mistake. Okay, there we go. The gain's at 3, the exposure's 15 seconds. I don't like using the AGC that high though. I would rather... Hang on, let me take a reading from the camera jack. Just give me a second here. No, the AGC's at 2, not 3. The AGC's at 2. I really would like to turn the AGC off, really, but I guess we don't have to. Yeah, the exposure's 15 seconds and the AGC's at 2. As I said, I would rather turn the AGC off completely, because this is how you're going to also get rid of some of the amp glow. But this is a slightly different alteration here on the AD converter. And that's like anything else. If you give a little bit too much gain, that's what's going to happen. Let me turn off the AGC. I'm very curious to see the difference using the same 15-second exposure and see what kind of image we'll get with the AGC turned off, especially the Exterminator and Exterminator 2. With the 828 sensors, they don't need the AGC. I would most likely keep that as low as possible, but just give me a moment. Let's see if Okay, we got that right. Excuse me. I just hope the computer's not going to crash again. That hasn't happened in a long time. Okay, let's wait and see a little bit, folks. And this is a 2-second shot. We could see the galaxies at 2-second exposure. Okay, hang on. Here we go with a... okay, this is AGC turned off, Jack, and it's still 15 seconds. I find the quality of the image is better with the AGC turned off. Yeah, that's AGC turned off completely. I find the camera's designed to go that way. Keeping the AGC off is the way to go. There's no questions about it. Now I'll get to bring up the saturation a little bit, and we are getting some colors in the nuclei of the galaxies here. Okay, yeah, give me a sec there, Jack. I'm just give me a moment here. We're just doing minor adjustments here a little bit, and we're going to bring back the saturation down to about 21. Yes, that's the way we would want it on that, Jack, yes. Oh, address is not understood. I cannot open your link. Hang on. Let me try it again. The address wasn't understood. All right. I cannot open your GIF. Your GIF upload.wikimedia.org. No, I can't open the link, Jack. Okay, I gotta try Gamma 1 here at the moment. And okay, yeah, not for me. Welcome to the world of computers. Nope, the address wasn't understood, it says. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's cool. This one works. Boy, that image is very noisy, Jack. There's a lot of noise in there. But it's certainly nice, though. You can see the detail in the galaxy. Yeah, the tiny URL worked really, really well. Very nice. Okay, we got the gamut 1 here at the moment. Let me change that back to 045 and lower the brightness a little bit. Yeah, Gamma 1 will give us a really nice texture in the image here, and all we need to do is, yeah, this is a much smoother image. So Gamma 1's the way to go. And yes, there is, Jack, I noticed that. Oh, Dewey, how are you? Nice to see you here. I'm going to pump the exposure from 15 seconds to 20, and we'll see what we're going to get for results. Okay, Jack, I just increased the sharpness a little bit, Jack, in the image, and you can actually see a little bit of dustling in there, even more. At my end, anyways, I can see it. My upload tonight is really, really, really bad. This is not good. Excuse me. Yeah, just gotta go see if Lance is still there. I want to go look at his. Yeah, Lance got a really nice image actually. Wow, very, very nice. Yes, Lance's image is very nice. He's got a nice background to it, very nicely made. But I think he's got the AGC on as well, so that allows him to give more gain.
Hi Barry, yeah, we got the 828 sensor here.
Yeah, right at the 3 o'clock position, Jack. I believe it is 3790. Yes. Okay, so I would have to move the Galaxy towards the left. I do see the one on the left. I do have a Galaxy on the left on the edge, Jack. Okay, hang on. We're going to move that there for you. Let me stop that for a brief moment.
I'm at 40 seconds.
We're going to move this.
Had a little bit of drift there on that last
Galaxy
integration.
towards
We'll see if
left a little bit, and
a little bit better.
Here we're going to re-engage the exposure. Yeah, you can see the Galaxy in the center here, so it's pretty cool. This is 2-second exposure. You can see the Galaxy 3801 in the center right now. Okay, can you see that specific Galaxy, the 3790? Is that the one to the right, basically, or right edge?
Losing 3790 again there. Just my scopes.
Would that be the one on top, upper right, a little bit, Jack?
Right on the right edge of the field.
Okay, I got it.
Move it over a little here. Start a new one.
Okay, that's another one in that field of view. See, the field of view is not wide enough on this. Yes, I see it. You probably move that a little bit more. Here, I'm gonna move towards the left a little bit more and see if we could get that Galaxy a little bit better. There we go. Okay. It certainly has a bright core to it. I think I'd like to go to 3840, NGC 3841, Jack, it is. The Able Galaxy cluster that you suggested yesterday. Three eight four two. Okay, that's going to be the next target. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Simon and Jack. That's the target we're going to be going on. We're going to switch to gamma 45 so we can see what we're doing here. And let's go to 3842. Oh, screw it up. Hang on. I got to go on the other side and move to dome. I'll be right back, folks. Hang on.
Okay, thanks, Jack. They're really close, say, Jack, to the other ones.
Wow. I've got the 20-inch monitor, the Malicam 21.5-inch monitor. On the other side, I see every single galaxies in there at 2-second exposures. So the online upload here is never adequate enough to show what we're seeing live on the monitor. Wow, I wish you folks would see what I'm seeing on the other side. It's just incredible. Okay. We're going to go with a 20-second exposure and AGC off. But on the monitor on the other side, you see every field in there. This is beautiful. Wow, that is nice. That is very, very, very nice. That's incredible. Still don't get that dark background somehow. The light pollution I got here over at Ogdensburg. You see, Lance is all the way down east from here, so he's got no light pollution where he is. That's 5 miles away. I'm right across from Ogdensburg, New York, and I think this is what's causing my issue here for the background. Not a big deal. Oh, okay. Let me go check. See, I can only run one screen at a time, basically. Otherwise, it's gonna crash, type of thing. And okay, here we go. Wow, magnitude 17, 17.7, 17.6, 17.5. Okay, yeah. 20-second AGC off. Okay.
Readjusting here to get them a little more centered in the field.
So we are reaching magnitude
5697, that's that
17.7 right now.
irregular galaxy, sort of a spindle shape, isn't it, Jack?
Okay, where is that UGC again? It's on top. Do you have this on your notes? Hang on there, Jack. I need to go back on your page here on your broadcast. Okay, the UGC 6697, it says 14.1 magnitude. And Leda Galaxy 17.7. This is pretty good.
Entered here.
Okay, yeah, that's the Leda. That's the Leda one. 17.7. Yeah, the UGC 6697 is very, very nice.
Got
I'm gonna try something here. Hang
3842
on.
here. And
I'm gonna increase the APC a little bit.
little shape right
See if we could
here,
gain
UGC 6697.
slightly more sharpness in the image, especially that UGC sliver
20 seconds
to the
we
right,
need
and
more
try to detect a little bit more
exposure here.
detail in there. This is a very smooth image. So when the AGC is turned off, we certainly do have hang on a sec. Which one is it though? Okay, hang on there, Jack. I gotta go back on your, because that's what I was looking for on your broadcast, and I couldn't see it.
Settle down after a couple.
Ah, okay. And what is the name of this specific one? Is this a UGC number as well?
Stars are blurred here, but we've got galaxy here, 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 this one, and right there.
Okay, I think I see it. It's a Leda 16. I'm just trying to use your map for reference there, Jack. Hang on.
Leave that one also.
Okay, got it.
20 seconds there. I'm going to go up to 30.
.3 magnitude. Yep, I see it. I actually see it. It looks like a little dot here. Let me change the gamma here for a minute. Whoop, the tracking of the scope there went berserk here for a minute. Hang on. Oh yeah, this is easily seen here. .3 magnitude. This is pretty amazing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'd like to increase the exposure from 20 seconds to 25 and see what it'll do. I gotta find my SkyTool disk.
Yes, you do, Rob.
Yes, I do, big time.
something I haven't tried. I'm just increasing the
Okay,
for a while.
just increase from
increasing
20
the APC
seconds to
so
25. There we go.
Makes the stars probably not quite
All
as
right.
good, but the
It did increase a little bit
bring out a little
more,
more
and there's
detail
a
on the
dead
faint,
center galaxy there,
galaxies.
Jack. I don't know if you see it. You've got the sliver on the right, and if you go dead center of the screen, there's a very, very faint fuzz patch there. I don't know if you can detect that, but I certainly see it here. It's directly above the lower, brighter galaxy, or the 18.3 magnitude galaxy is directly right above it, but dead center of the screen. I'm gonna go look at your. It is very, very faint, but there's definitely a fuzzy thing, and you can tell by the refresh of the screen here happening, that fuzziness stays there. So obviously it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at yours there, Jack. Hang on. I keep shutting yours off because it affects my upload quite a lot. Yep, it is. That's the one. 18.7. Okay. This is not stock image either. This is a live, frame per frame, real video camera with a BNC connector. That's the one, 18.7. That's exactly the one. It popped right away when I went from 20 seconds to 25. I saw it right away. It's still there, and it's solid there. That's correct, yes. Gee whiz, I wonder if I don't want to push my luck because I'm in Altaz here, and at 16 inch, it's very sensitive. That means the tracking, it's very faint, guys. It's and girls, it's faint, but it's there. You can tell when everything moves or the new refresh. Let me go to 30 seconds. I don't know if I could push my luck at 30 with this scope because the tracking's not good enough. And what happened is if we got a slightly fuzzy image, anything that's very faint is not going to show up. It's just going to be a smear that we can't recognize. Yeah, it's faint, but it's there. Do you know the galaxy number of that specific one there, Jack? So our next refresh in 25 seconds is going to be a 30-second shot instead of 25. But it's definitely there. I bet you we could see the Hickson 50 here easily if we would set the latest 16, 12, 8, 7, 0. My pen doesn't work. It figures. Okay, this is a 30-second. Wow, look at it now. Now it's definitely there. It actually pops right in your eyes. You can see that very well here. It's definitely there now. Yeah, it shows up very good there, Rusty. Yes, Grum, I agree
right
with
here,
you.
we're at...
It does shows elongated, up and down. So that's 18.7 magnitude, Jack. So going up to 30 seconds really helped, obviously. But as you can see, the image moves at every refresh.
Right there.
I'm not guiding. This is an Altaz,
visual magnitude,
and it's not equatorially
11.8.
mounted. And there's no filter. This is plug and go and hope for the best.
The UGC
wow, that's a galaxy that interests me. And the one on the right, the sliver one, it's starting to show detail in there, actually, little breakups. And here's one thing I like to do, actually, and it's to increase the zoom.
Down here we've got NGC
that might be a good idea
3837.
But at 18.7 is definitely nice.
15.3.
Yeah, it shows up elongated, up and down shape.
NGC 3841.
When you look at the rest of the star, they're obviously all screwed up. Now that's because of my tracking. The next frame, hopefully it'll stabilize, and if it does, if you see the stars are slightly rounder shape, then you'll be able to see those. Okay, there you go. See, the stars are better pinpoint. Kind of. Now that galaxy shows up
14.
even more. Oh, this is
Edge
cool.
on, nice spiral here is
18.7. This is very, very good.
13.9.
And right through that light pollution that I'm having there, it's good.
3840 up
This
at
is
the top.
right in front of
Right here, and it's
Ogdensburg, New York. 18.7. This is so cool.
13.8.
And we've got magnitude 17.7 in there, magnitude 17, magnitude 17.5, 17.6, 18 as well, 18.3. And we also have 18.7 now. And that's the kind of observation I like to do. Oh, here it is. Wow, this is a nice image, Jack. Very, very nice. Yep, there it is right there. This is very nice. Where this picture comes from, though, Jack, this is a nice image that you found, Jack. Do you know which who did the image on that and what type of equipment that they used? Oh, no wonder. Okay, this is a professional observatory. We still are able to see some pretty amazing results. I really like that little 18.7 galaxy. This is pretty cool. I probably can't. No, I can't open that. You're going to have to put this under a tiny URL, Jack. I can't. Here, it just won't open. Thank you. Wow. Okay, here it is. And it's splendor. Yeah, we see we're picking up a lot of those galaxies as it is, Jack, don't you think? This is pretty cool. And we're set up at, this is a 30-second exposure, single exposures only. No stacking, no nothing. And that's what I call observing. This is a lot of fun. This is so interesting to be able to observe and find galaxies in there. From the backyard, this is the best part. And live and sharing it on the internet with everybody else on Night Skies Network. This is a lot of fun. Wow, there's a lot of galaxies in there that we're picking up. Wow, that's fabulous. This is fantastic. I really, really like that. Actually, you know what I'd like to do there, Jack? I'm going to stop this for a minute and allow me to increase. I'm going to reduce the field of view by
Guys, I think I might
increasing the zoom. I'm going to activate the zoom so we could zoom in an area of interest. And hopefully we get to see this galaxy there. Hang on. Okay. Now zooming an image, the zoom we're using is from the camera. It's not software controlled or manipulated. This is actually from the camera. And the exterminator, there's an electronic zoom. It goes up to ×2. I'm about 1.4 times, 1.5 times, roughly. Yeah, 1.5 times actually, to be exact. So I just increased the zoom. Here, I just zoomed the image, Jack. I zoomed it in by 1.5 times. So everything is much closer right now, and you certainly pick up that 18.7 galaxy. And look at that sliver on the right. It's that galaxy is pretty neat. That vertical sliver, we're picking up a lot of detail in there. Yeah, that UGC just comes right out. It's very, very nicely put on the screen here. Wow. Here's something I wouldn't mind trying out, Jack. While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to increase the APC. Okay, stars won't look as good. Never mind that. We're not observing stars. We're observing the galaxies. Watch the amount of detail we're going to be able to get from that UGC sliver hanging there. By increasing the APC. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that UGC galaxy, Jack. I'm increasing the APC to further enhance the galaxy, and it's just amazing to look at. Wow. Now I could freeze the image. And this is what I just did. So the image is frozen right now through the camera. It's a feature it has in it. And look at the UGC. This is incredible. That vertical sliver on the right. Right next to it, I don't know what magnitude that is, but that little dot is, I believe it's 17.7. And center of the image, up a little bit, you'll see a very faint vertical fuzzy. That's the 18.7 magnitude galaxy in there. So right next to that UGC sliver, it's a 17.7 magnitude galaxy in there. That's truly amazing. That's the fun part of working with this type of camera, such as the Exterminator. These are real video camera. There's no stacking involved, and they're packed of features. You could freeze the image like I just did, and you could enhance the APC, Advanced Pixel Control, to further bring the detail out of this sliver galaxy, for an example, that we're looking at on the right-hand side. And obviously we're enhancing also the center 18.7 magnitude galaxy. Actually, I was going to go to M65, Jack, right after, and we're going to reduce the exposure. Before we reduce exposure, though, I want to try something. I'm at 30-second exposure. I'd like to bump that up to 40. I don't know if my mount's going to handle it or not. The image is zoomed right now at 1.5 times. So let's go for a 40-second exposure and see what it'll do. I have no idea. So, and I'm going to keep the zoom the way it is, but take a look at that sliver on the right-hand side, the UGC Galaxy. I really like that little guy. Wow, look at the amount of detail in there now. So what I could do now is freeze this. Now the reason the stars on the left are all funny shape, it's because of the tracking. We're covering more pixel than what we should, and it actually shows you the tracking errors that there is. That's why those stars have bent out of shape in this type of cameras. It's related to tracking, nothing else. So we still see the 18.7 magnitude, And that UGC to the right, that sliver, the vertical sliver, okay, we'll do so, not a problem. This is a 40-second shot.
Right
I've
now,
never been that
very,
high with this telescope.
35
And
seconds.
plus we've got the zoom on top of that.
See if I can put a little more color here. I'm
Yeah, we're starting, this is
sort
a
of learning
40-second
with this
exposure, and
upgraded
now we're starting
exterminator
to
here
see a
with the
lot of
color.
galaxies in there. But it's the detail in that UGC sliver, plus that 17.7 magnitude right next to it on the left-hand side. That's amazing on its own.
Operation
This
completed.
is very, very nice. Very nice. And center upper is a very faint fuzzy there. This is 18.7 magnitude. Again, on the UGC vertical sliver, I'm calling it, I guess. You could actually see some molten detail in there, and on the right, on the left of that, that's a 17.7 magnitude galaxy
stop
in there.
and start here.
This is a single frame, and this is not stack. There's no filters. There's nothing of that. Okay. So you want me to go to, what is it again there, Jack? NGC 3861?
35 seconds.
Okay, let me change that. We're going to go to that right now. Eight, 6, 1. This is a beautiful, beautiful view here of that sliver galaxy we had. So we're going to move on to another object. This is very impressive what we're looking at here. Okay, hang on a sec. I don't know if we're going to be in the right field of view, Jack. I need to remove the zoom here, so bear with me for a moment. I'm going to reduce the exposure down to 20 seconds only. That's all what we need, basically, and let's see what we got. I'm not, RD, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, it's Stefan software. This is the Exterminator 2. It's a real video camera. It's not a USB camera type. So what we're doing is using Stefan software. If I'd be using the wireless exposure controller, I'd get the exact same result. The only reason I'm using the software, the Malincam Exterminator Control by Stefan Lalonde, is I have a warm room next to the dome room. So instead of getting up back and forth, basically, I get to remotely control the camera. Okay, Jack, are you talking about the very faint little guy in the middle? Let me change the gamma here a little bit. That's 18.1 to the right. Okay. Now there's one in the center as well, a little bit higher. Is that the one you're talking about in reference? Or lower right, there is also a very faint one. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about. RD, by the way, the Malincam Sky is made to use only with the Sky Raider series of camera. This is not the Sky Raider, this is the Exterminator 2. Okay, got it, Jack. I see both of them very well here. Okay. Let me increase the exposure. I'm going to go from 20 to 30 seconds, I guess. Or maybe 40? Okay, let's try 40 and see what it does. Oh, no, that's not a problem. The RD, Exterminator, Extreme, and all of those cameras are true video cameras. They are not USB. You feed a monitor with them. What I'm doing is using a frame grabber called the MCV1 made by Malincam, and it converts the video signal into digital. If you go look on the website, you get to see all of that. Look it up on the Exterminator 2. You'll be able to see it. And the Malicam Sky is specifically made for the Sky Raider. The Sky Raider
Right
cameras
now
are
we're at,
only USB cameras.
35
You'll never get
seconds.
performance like you're seeing here. These are the most
Channel
powerful
1,
cameras that money
I've
could
got
buy as
APC
far as
on
sensitivity is
13
concerned.
vertical and horizontal. AGC's at 3. I've got manual.
Okay, this is
white
a
balance.
40-second
I've got
shot.
blue set
So
at
above
5.
in the middle, this is a 17.7 magnitude.
Thanks, Jack.
And to the right, lower right, this is an 18.1 magnitude galaxy. Okay, RD, not a problem. Yeah, the Exterminator or the Junior Pro for that matter, or the Extreme RD, you could use the WEC, the wireless exposure controller. You're going to get the same result basically on the monitor. I see this image that we're looking at on the internet now much better on the monitor on the other side, on the dome side, on the telescope side, because I'm running a monitor over there, 21-inch, the Malicam monitor, and in the warm room I've got a 24-inch monitor for the computer.
There's some
The image is okay here, but live on the TV on the other side, oh man, you got to see this.
It's sort of interesting.
It is, it's to die
there it is
for.
without it.
It doesn't even come close to compare to what we're looking at here. But we still see some faint galaxies here, which is good. 17.7, 18.1 magnitude is pretty good. The scope here is mounted in Alcaz as well. It's not guided. I don't use filters or any of this. I just stick it in, go, get the focus as best as I can, and adjust the camera accordingly. Okay, hang on there. Okay, Rusty, you have a good night. I was going to go on M65 to finish the broadcast here. Hang on a sec. I want to go look at Jack's. Yes, 18.1. That's the galaxy I was referring to. 17.5. That's not the Leda. I remember a while ago, somebody was saying that it was impossible, absolutely impossible for amateur to observe or even photograph Leda galaxies. I saw that on CloudyNut's site, and I could not believe when I read that. They obviously don't know about the Malicam and real video cameras that could go do that live anytime with just about any telescope. It's a possibility. It is possible to be done. We're witnessing it tonight. And right now, I need to go turn the dome, I think. This is why we're getting this image. Let me go on, I'm going to stop the exposure, and I'm going to go on, I believe it was M65 that we had last night. It was really nice. I just got to go move the dome there, folks. Give me a minute. It's a manual dome, so I'll be right back.
There. Booted me out there, so I just had to log in again.
There's Leo. I'm gonna go right here. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna go to M60. There it is. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go for about a 15 seconds only, a 15 or 18 second exposure on this specific galaxy because it gets to be pretty bright. So bear with me here for a moment. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I got it centered. Okay. Here's M65 in its glory. This is nice. Wow. We've got a lot of detail in there. This is live. And I have to go right above Ogdensburg, New York. Now I'm directly in front of Ogdensburg, New York, so that explains the background, the light pollution that I'm having right now. Okay. Alright, I gotta change the gamma here. Just bear with me for a moment, folks. Just gonna try to do a little bit of adjustment here. Smooth out the image a bit. This is very, very nice. I really like the amount of detail we're seeing in there. We certainly see some very, very nice features in there. We could probably bump up the from 18 seconds to about 20-second exposure. 2 seconds will help us get that extra that we're looking for.
Guys, mine froze. I'm back. Rock is now broadcasting. This target.
Okay. This is a very nice view here for
here, guys.
For this specific galaxy. Here, the beauty of this camera here, we could actually freeze the image, which I just did. By freezing it, you no longer have any worries for tracking or anything like that. And we could unfreeze it, of course, and which I just did, and we're going to see it move on the next refresh. My tracking, again, is not guided. I'm not using filters or anything like that. And I'm pointing directly towards Ogdensburg, New York, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles at most. And they cast a heck of a light pollution, so the background is not the best at the moment. South, it's pointing towards south, southeast, and that's where I am by the St. Lawrence Seaway on the Ontario side, and right across is Ogdensburg, New York. But we still get to see the object. I mean, the amount of detail that we get to see in the galaxy is really, really nice. We could probably zoom in. So what I'm going to do is increase the zoom to 1.5 time only, just enough to fit the galaxy on the screen and get us a little bit close up, so we could study the details inside of this the galaxy. Look at the dust lanes and the various features that we could observe here. After all, this is what we do. It's not about a pretty picture, it's about observation. Okay, here's the 1.5 times zoom from the camera. This is not software generated, and this is all built in inside the camera. All these features are built in the camera for that specific purpose. Beautiful dust lanes in there, multiple dust
63,
lanes.
also
This is
known
what
as
I
the
like about
Sunflower
it.
Galaxy.
I've got the APC turned off. This is called the APC is part of the camera. Again, it's inside the camera, electronics, and it's advanced pixel control. The horizontal and vertical gain can be adjusted. You can only get that on a real video camera, not a USB type camera. That you cannot get, only on a real video camera. I really like those dust lanes in here that we're looking at. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. We could lower the exposure a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do.
Photo of it here on my tablet, and it's got that have defined arms. It's just the disc has that mottled appearance, similar to what we're seeing here.
My upload is very, very poor. Where I am, I'm on DSL, and it's nice if I'm reaching 0.3 of upload, which sucks big time. But it is what it is. I got to live with it, so. So the next broadcast we're going to be doing, we're going to do similar, very similar a test again, but this time we're going to use the Exterminator 2 black and white. Right now I've got the saturation turned down a little bit to reduce the color noise, and we're going to be using the black and white Exterminator 2. That will be on the next broadcast. The next clear night that's going to be available, that's what we're going to be doing. Black and white Exterminator 2. Look out, now we're talking sensitivity that no one has ever seen before. And a much nicer resolution and ability to show a much sharper image as well. Yes, Simon's going to be in heaven. So the next time, that's what we're going to be doing, using the Exterminator black and white. Anybody that's serious to do this type of observation for faint magnitude 17, 18, 19 galaxies, or to see specific detail in galaxies, the black and white is going to be hard to beat. It shows much better, obviously. And there's several reasons for that. So with that, folks, we're going to be pulling the plug. It's about 10 o'clock, 10:15 or so, give or take. And it's getting pretty nasty cold here. I didn't turn on my heater in the warm room, but it's getting cold. So we're going to pull the plug, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow morning. And we certainly got a good example of differences here between the ICX 428 and the ICX 828. And I don't want to admit it, but obviously the 828 has won hands down. So I think I better shut up next time and take the defeat. There you go. It is what it is, and it was a lot of fun and most interesting in observation. I would like to thank everyone that has been on the broadcast here tonight, and it allowed us to study some of the galaxies and look at them, and allow our eyes to do the job this time, to look for those faint magnitude 18 and 17 galaxies. And yes, they are featureless, they don't look good, but they're there. And they're far away, very, very far away, and they're small. And this is the type of galaxy the professional observatory go for, not amateur. So we have to be considered to be very lucky to have equipment that we get to see what professional looks observe. And not only that, we get to do it live. They don't. They got to take long exposures. We get to watch this live, and this is the fun part of it. And we get to discuss about it during a broadcast on nightskiesnetwork.ca. So I would like to thank everyone about it and for being here. And on the next clear night, it's going to be black and white night. And we're going to cover the same thing pretty well, except we're going to try to look for other fainter galaxies. I've got Hickson 50 in my mind. This is the time of the year to look at it because it's high up in the sky. And Hickson 50 harbor a magnitude 20 galaxy.
A little more.
That's the one I'd like to target. So that's going to be fun. So the next night we broadcast, it's going to be a black and white night. And I know Simon's going to be breakdancing at his house watching this. And I know he loves black and white. And it's going to be like night and day for performance. There's no question about it. Okay, folks, have a good night. And again, the next time that we're going to be broadcasting will be with the Black and White Exterminator 2. Have a good night, folks, and thank you very much for sharing your time with all of us here and observing those elusive faint galaxies. For me, personally, they're my favorite, my all-time favorites. Have a good night, all.
The contrast and the brightness here, just trying to bring out some more detail there.